So, you gifted leaders, welcome to my first video on a 4-video series on how to delegate for good. In this first series, we're going to talk about the power of process. And actually, we're going to talk about the power of process in all 4 videos. But the first step to create a process is to write it down. Now, when you write it down, you want to write it down with enough detail so that somebody's going to get exactly the same result or get to the same end that you are accomplishing now by what you're doing. So when you write it down, you want to keep in mind that you have to keep things like what is the location of tools or resources that I might need. What's the location of documents? It might be on a computer, on a shared drive, on a Google Doc someplace. So you want to write in as much detail as you need to have whoever's going to now take over this task get it done exactly the same way and get exactly the same result that you've been getting. One of the things you want to keep in mind is you don't want to be over detailed. You don't want to give them the whys. You just want to give them the how. This is how you do it. Keep in mind that you also, when you write it, you want to consider the what ifs. So I've written processes. You can call them SOPs, checklists, processes, whatever you want to call them. I've written processes and SOPs with what ifs. So I might get down to the 3rd step, and here it says, if this happens, skip to step 7. Or if this happens, skip to step 10. So this makes the process very powerful because sometimes some things happen and instead of going to the right, they got to go to the left. You do that by skipping steps or telling them what to do specifically in the what ifs. Remember, the goal of writing this thing down and delegating is to give it away so it doesn't come back to you. This is the first step, and it's very critical. And so what you want to do is, again, be as detailed as possible and write down everything they need to know. Remember, if you reach out to us at info, I-N-F-O, at thegiftedleader.com, we'll be happy to send you a free copy of our SOP template. And this thing's got everything you need to write it. Who's responsible for it, what department it involves, who's responsible for training it, who's the individual that's going to implement it and use it on a regular basis, where are all the resources that they need to know. Everything that you need to write an SOP, a process, or a checklist is all built into this template for you already. So don't reinvent the wheel. Simply send us an email at info@thegiftedleader.com. The Gifted Leaders all spelled out, and we'll be happy to send you a free copy of this. At that point, you're going to have the format that you need. You just simply fill in the blanks, and you're going to be able to write a very powerful process every time. Stay tuned. In the next section of this, I'm going to do the video on what you do after you've got it written to make sure it's good to go. So thanks for being amazing leaders, and thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you soon.